Hey, welcome back to Eat My Shorts Day on AVN and Loaded's Action Figure Obsession. And here we have three, I'm going to say, plainclothes police detectives, all wearing their lanyards and badges. And I got these lanyards and badges from the figure on the far right, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe movie Marvel Legends Jimmy Woo figure, which I think was from. I think that figure was associated with the Vision and Scarlet Witch show, but he has been in other Marvel properties as well. Um, so that lanyard and badge that he comes with right out of the box. Jimmy Woo at one point went down to $5 at Ollie's, and I just bought as many as I could for the lanyards and badges. I think at one point I had five, but I may have traded or sold off a couple of the really good Kitbashes that I made with them. Um, Here we have on the far left is the MCU Matt Murdock Marvel Legends figure, but with the head from the Agent Venom, the Flash Thompson Agent Venom, the unmasked head. I really like that head sculpt a lot, and I realized there was an Agent Venom comic where that Flash Thompson looked like that, but I don't really feel like that's my mind's eye of Flash Thompson. I've used him as Donald Blake, the original alter ego of Thor. And some people say that he looks like the actor that played Two Face in the Batman films. I can't remember his name. I don't care that much. He also looks like Jamie Lannister to me from Game of Thrones. I get a little Jamie Lannister vibes off him from some angles. And then, of course, we have the increasingly problematic Happy Hogan, John Favreau figure that I picked up yesterday. Increasingly problematic because I'm not really finding a head in my fodder bin that works on that body. So here he is. Maybe he's the captain of the detective squad. I don't know what I'm going to do with poor Jimmy Favreau or John Favreau and Happy Hogan here. Uh, but I did think that a guy in a black suit would look good with the badge and the lanyard, and of course Jimmy Woo. Man, he always looks good in everything. He's been on the cover of GQ so many times, and deserved it every time because he's just he's just a character, that Jimmy Woo. They really nailed the likeness to the actor on the Jimmy Woo. It's got those terrible Agent Coulson chameleon legs. So I had to apply a great deal of heat with my heat gun to get him to stand up normally, but that seemed to have worked pretty well with him. It doesn't always hold. Like I did this one with the heat. Um, oh, that one works too. Okay, let's see who else. I've got a whole bunch of my these figures, these blue suited figures, were originally Agent Everett Ross, and they were also $5 at Ollie's. And the thing is, the reason why nobody likes these suited figures is because they don't stand up well. But I have found that if I do some therapy with my heat gun on low and really work the joints in the feet, it is possible to get them to work okay. This J. Jonah Jameson has those same crappy chameleon Agent Coulson legs and feet. You can always tell these because the legs are very spindly and they have the pins. And the dead giveaway is let's see if we can really highlight this for you. The peg holes in the bottom of his feet. Can you see how shallow that is? Like, if he was a 6 foot tall man, you could probably put a whole stack of 50-cent pieces in that, or not a stack, but two or three 50-cent pieces. But it's not the peg holes of the regular Marvel Legends, and here's Nuke. The peg holes of the regular Marvel Legends, see, that's like a black hole. It has enough room for pegs if you have a diorama or a vehicle or something that has the pegs, or a stand, which is really what they're intended for. But these super thin Agent Coulson chameleon shoes slash feet with their super thin or super shallow. You see the shadow there? It's barely there, the peg hole. It's just like a ghost of a peg hole. So they will not stand up on typical stands that will hold a Marvel Legends figure. Like, and I don't even remember what this stand came from that I've got my, he could be Benjamin Poindexter, or he could be Johnny Storm, or any number of Kit Bash characters. This is just the Inner Demons figure, which was originally the Logan body mold for the Logan movie Logan. But that stand has peg holes that are compatible with the Marvel Legends peg holes, or has a yeah. But these ones that are on these bodies with these legs and these feet, there's no peg in the world that is going to matter because it's going to be too big to fit in there, too long to fit in there. This, of course, is J. Jonah Jameson saying, "Hold the presses! I need more pictures of Spider-Man." But anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. You ever notice I tend to get off on tangents? That happens every once in a while. Craziest thing. Craziest thing. But get these guys out of the way. I was just bringing in some more suited guys so you could see. So Detective Squad, tonight at 9 on ABC. Yeah, that kind of thing. And this is like the simplest kit bashing you can do, taking one item, the lanyard and badge from Jimmy Woo, and putting it on another figure. In the case of Happy Hogan here in the middle, that's all I did was add the badge and the lanyard, but it kind of changes his character, changes even the reason why he's holding a cell phone in his right hand. Maybe he's making an important call back to the station. Who knows? And then this, the other one on the far left here, my Jamie Lannister kit bash. That's again the Matt Murdock MCU Marvel Legends body, the lanyard and badge from Jimmy Woo, the head from Agent Venom, the Flash Thompson Agent Venom, and then this weapon, which is a really nice pistol. I like the fact that they painted the slide on it. That is a Valverse Action Force from I think from their first couple of weapons packs or first couple of releases. Always rely on them for my accessories because they are some of the best in the business. Mezco and Valverse Action Force, their weaponry accessories are absolutely top notch. They are sturdy, they are stable, they don't decay or bend over time. They're really, really nice pieces if you can lay your hands on them. I said this was going to be short, didn't I? I'll cut it off before we get to the 8-minute mark, I guess. That's going to do it for this Eat My Shorts Day edition of Action Figure Obsession. Thanks for stopping by. If you like my content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and what's that other thing? Oh, yeah, share it with your friends. If you have friends that desperately need maybe some Gotham City Police Department detectives for their rooftop displays, that sort of thing. This is the place where they can find out about the lanyards. Tell them get a whole bunch of Jimmy Woos as cheap as they can and take those badges off. And Jimmy Woo's jacket, actually, if you take it off, you can't remove the sleeves, but you can remove the vest part of it, and you can use that in G.I. Joe Classified as kind of a cool-looking military vest once it's out of the context of just being Jimmy Woo's sort of, windbreaker or raincoat or whatever you want to call it. So that'll do it for this edition of Action Figure Obsession, I think it's called, on this Eat My Shorts Day. It's definitely called. Another short for you to eat right here, and maybe there'll be some more shorts for you to devour later on today. I will see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by.